Hiya. Oh, it's lovely to see you again. I had a week off last week and I think there was a special on last week instead. So it's good to be back. Give me a hello if you're joining me, especially it's really nice to know who's joining me live because it's often the same people and then sometimes a new person just sneaks in and I see a new name, but I like to say hello to you all. And I sort of have a little look from over here and see what I can read. And then after the class, before I go and teach somewhere else, I just have a little catch up and say hello to people. We are going to go really nice and gentle, but I'm going to work you as well. We are going to be standing. We can also be sitting. We are going to do a bit of lying down. I think it's my favourite bit, but you remember the lying down doesn't have to be down to the floor. Bed is good as well. Just take something soft off the top. So if you've got like big soft duvet, things like that, throw that back. Then you've got a firmer surface because it's just nicer for pressing into. Let's get started. Feeling a little bit chilly today, so I'm going to warm my hands up a little. Hello, Irene. I'm in that season of cold hands, cold feet for probably the next 6 months. So you might see a selection of gloves and socks coming on. Right, let's bring a bit of breath in. So I want you to just stand or sit comfortably. You can see my legs are just going a little bit wider. And we're going to breathe in energy, because who doesn't want a bit more energy? And breathe out, exhale, tension and stuff we don't want. When you're breathing in, I see, and give my belly a little rub, not for luck, but to remind it that it doesn't need to hold back. It needs to be soft, receptive, so that when I breathe in, it goes here, here, and it swells here. Room for the diaphragm to move down, a bit more room for the lungs. So let's breathe in. In comes the energy and out comes the tension. I'm breathing in through my nose. I'm going to blow the breath out because I find that really nice for controlling, just for this part of sort of calming myself. But I don't mind how you do it. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. Breathe in energy. Breathe out tension. Give yourself a little wiggle, ribbony arms, ribbony legs. And then let's get ourselves into a standing sitting position, aligned. So all I mean is that your feet are parallel. They're a small distance apart. I look down, imagine a book between. I've got my little notebook here I use for class notes. Oh, look, spot on. So if you can fit a little paperback book between your feet, that's a good sort of distance sitting or standing. From there, any little wiggles, jiggles, hi Jackie, that you need, anything that feels like it just needs a bit of a shimmy, and then grow tall. So you feel that sort of stretching, lengthening feeling. Oh, I love it. Right. And from there, let's spread our toes out. You might rock forwards and back a little bit. In your chair, be on your sitting bones on your bottom, wherever, whether you're sitting or standing, and then keep that growing tall feeling. This week, I invite you to put a hand on your front belly, a hand somewhere around the back, this way, that way, whatever way works. Feel how long you are here, how long you are here. We're going to work on the back first. Lengthen your back by tucking your bottom under a little, and then lengthen your front. And if you keep your hand in the same position, it'll look like your hand comes up and then your hand travels down. Hand up, moves down. And it's just this low part of your spine. It can be a super small movement. That would be my super small. Or it can be quite big, if that feels better for you. I don't like getting too squashed here. I like to keep nice and long, so I keep mine pretty small. Bit of a soft bend in the knees helps as well if you're standing. And then smaller and smaller and grow tall again. That's it. We're going to just turn our head one way and then the other and then opposite arm. It's just sort of circling out, a bit like it's stirring a pot. So one arm circles, sends the other just as you turn your head. That's it. And you can make that a bigger stir if you want. Might feel nice with the neck. That's it. I hope you're still breathing, by the way. And then bring it back to the center. And let's do a neck roll. So I think I'm going to turn to the side today, look up, and then I'm floating my chin over the top, keeping a nice long neck at the back, and looking at the other side. Any sort of neck roll that feels nice for you. I must feel like I need a long neck today because this is the one I'm enjoying. And a couple more of those. Have a little listen to your internal sort of clicks and rattles. And then bring your head back to the center. And we'll just wiggle it out again, just any tension that's crept in, just bringing that out. And now let's bring some shoulder rolls in. Breathing in as they come forwards and up. Breathing out as they come round the back and down. You can go alternates. Really good if you've got stuff going on, if one side's really sore, it'll just give you a little bit less. And also like you focus on the sore bits and just taking your time. One more each side or two more both ways. And then we're going to go into some side bends. So let's go into a side bend and then bring it up and down. Let's take hands to the head if you can. Down and up, down and up. You can swap the hands over. So you have to think about that a bit more as you get to the center, you grow tall and do this little hand swap. And you can also, I'm going to show you this one in the chair. That might be enough for you. You might have reached the point where you think, yeah, that's good. Helps to press the feet down, especially if you're sitting. But you can also one hand down, one hand up. Bring both hands back to your head. Switch over and open. That's it. We'll do a couple more. Keep growing tall in between. That's the last one. Let's go for some rotation. So if you're standing, let the feet come up and just swishing your body round side to side. If you're sitting, just slide the hands first, just to get that feeling of rotation at the waist. The next stop doing anything extra is just going with the body and then just floating your arms. And then we're going to start to bring a heel raise into it. So as you turn, the opposite heel comes up. And if you're standing, legs can be a bit wider and you can start to make a bit more movement into it. A little step as you're doing it and just bring that opposite heel up. Swing the arms round a bit more if you want to, as long as you're not crashing into anything. Last one. And then bring it back to the center. Something for the hands. I'm coming in a bit closer. So elbows are just resting here. Let's do it palms down, open the fingers, they're straight, and then squeeze them together. Open them up, squeezing them together. It's a bit like you're trying to squeeze something between them and someone's trying to pull it out and you're resisting. It's got a fancy name, abduction and adduction of the fingers, spreading them out, squeezing them together. It means the same thing. That's it. And then let's turn them the other way. Now, I won't lie, I find this all right on my fingers. My thumbs, this thumb particularly, has a bit of a problem with it. It's just a bit slower because it's cold and it's a little bit stiff. It's got a bit of arthritis going on. So don't worry if your fingers are taking their time. Let's open up this time and go into a fist and open and a fist. Open and a fist. Last one, open and a fist, and then open, wiggle, and then something a little bit more sort of flowing, drawing that infinity symbol on each side. Now I'm keeping this quite low, and this, if your shoulders are a bit irritated, it's nice to keep it lower, but you can go as wide as you like with this, but you can go a lot bigger. This would be a lot bigger. Oh, get all the clunks and clicks with that one. And you can also start to, as you open the arms back, lean back a little. We all need this. We spend so much time leaning forwards, but you can bring a little hinge forwards and then lean back. You can see my bottom goes back, the rest of my body goes forwards. Same in the chair. It just gets everything moving a little bit, gets the blood flowing. Keep that breath going. Make this your last one. And just catch your breath for a moment. Steady yourself. Now we're going into a little balance. You could use a chair to the side like this or something else. I'm going to come onto the mat. I will say I like the mat because I like the texture. It makes it a little harder. So we'll do a heel raise, one and then the other, keeping the body as steady as you can. And then a little transfer. That's it. How slow can you do it? How slow can you lower? Where do your hands want to go? They might want to go out to the side or touching something. If you want to challenge yourself, take them here or maybe here. And then challenge yourself a little more, bring it in so that your feet are really close. Oh, that gets a bit harder. That's it. Can I see another name over there? D. Hi, D. I don't know if I've seen your name before, D. Are you new? I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know at the end. Oh, last one. We're going to take it wider. And just want you to slump and relax. And then grow tall. If you're sitting, you can slump and relax just the same. And then sit tall. Little slump and relax. And sit tall. Oh, hello, Michelle. Somebody else joining us today. I feel busy. Slump and grow tall. Take your legs a little wider. Slump a little, grow tall. And then we're going to start stretching like a sort of half star. Now, I haven't taken my foot off the floor yet. I'm just leaning from one side to the other, and my arms are doing a little sort of touch in between. It's almost like you've got something between your fingers and you're trying to stretch it out. And if you're feeling braver, oh, you might get your foot off the floor. I'm going to show you on the chair as well. So I sit near the edge of the chair for this one, legs wide. Push up this way, push up that way. My heel's coming off the floor. Now, if you want a little bit more on the chair, I would say you might want to hold the chair. Oh, I'm holding behind, and then I can get more of a stretch. Now I'm balancing because this side of my bottom is up. I'm just on sort of this area here. It's definitely a bit of balance going on. That's it. And then we're getting the same sort of stretch coming. Let's see if we can get, a little bit of a lift. And then we can add a little up, down, if you're feeling brave. And the other side. Whew. And one more each side. And it might just be little ones. You might be like that. It's all good. Last one this side. Ooh, wobbly. Love a bit of wobble. And then we're going to take it to a bit of a wriggle. Just ease that out. And now some sort of roll down. So I'm going to give you different ideas for roll down. If you've got stuff going on with your back, osteoporosis I'm really thinking of here, or lots of problems in the lower spine, and I know a lot of people have back problems, this would be the option I would give you in an in-person class. So just sit the bottom back like you're going to sit on a high stool, or you could be doing it sat on a chair. And then from here, you see my back is straight, hands are on the thighs, just start tucking under here like we did at the beginning, lengthening that bit. And you can see my head just wants to bow a little, and then push up through your feet, push through your hands, and come upright. You can take that so that your back starts lower, more like a table, could be as low as that if you want to. Tuck under. You'll get more roundness there. And then push up. If you're feeling okay in the back, all's good, you might want to do a more sort of traditional roll down. So for this, we stand nice and tall, head back, chin drops to chest. We're going to roll down with some softness in our knees as much as we need. Maybe a little arm dangle, head dangle. Take a breath in when you're ready to come up. And as you breathe out, blow that breath out. Stand and push and straighten up. Now you might even feel that you want to go down a bit lower. That's okay. We can go a bit lower. It's whichever sort is working best for you. And then I'm going to give you something extra, whichever way you're doing it. So you might be like this. You might be like this. It's nice to do this one with something in front of you if your arms aren't touching the floor. So if I show you this version, take your hands to the chair and open out. Bring the hands back and open out the other way. You can do a couple of those and then hands to the thigh and push yourself up. If you are curving your back, same thing, get to that point and then open and open. I think I like this one most, rolling back up with the straighter back. If you can go down lower, I'll just walk my chair forwards. You might even have your legs really bent, straight back, get to the floor, fingers on the floor, open and open. It's not really how low you can go, it's what works for you. So whatever you've got to hand, whether it's doing this to a chair, you could do this to a desk, something higher or a mantelpiece, just gives you that opening up feeling, opening your chest and a bit of rotation. And then let's make our way down to the floor, down to your bed, whatever option you're taking. This is where I change all the angles. We're going to be lying on our back. You might want a cushion under your head. You might want to grab a little drink as we change positions. Right, here we go. So when you take yourself down, first concentrate on just getting as comfortable as you can. So think which is the area for you that needs time to settle. I find my low back just needs a little bit of time just to get itself comfortable, to know where it is. And think about your head. If it feels like you're looking almost behind you, you probably want something under it. It might be like a folded towel or a small cushion. I'm okay for that today. And then arms just out somewhere comfortable. Knees bent. Takes a little bit of strain off your back, but if you want them straight for the moment, if that's going to feel better, take yourself to that. But just wriggle and sway and get yourself into position. And then just like we did at the beginning, 3 breaths. Breathing in energy, breathing out stuff we don't need, tension, thoughts that you don't want to be dealing with right now, whatever it is. Soft belly and breathe into it. Another one. You might even feel heavier, almost like you're melting into the floor as that tension leaves your body. One more in your own time. And then bring your attention back to your whole body. Hands on your hips, and I just want you to feel here. You might feel that all of your back is against the floor, or there's a little space or quite a big space, or somewhere in between. Depends on the shape of your back. Rest your hands here. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, this area starts to tighten as the breath goes out. Now rock yourself back so your pubic bones comes up towards you, and feel the back of your top lowers. So it might completely press into the floor just a little bit. And it almost feels like you've tipped your bottom up a bit. And then as you breathe in, rock the opposite way forwards. Breathing out, rocking back. Breathing in, rocking forwards. Last one, breathing out, rocking back. And then just let everything relax and settle. And we're going to take our arms up towards the ceiling. The hands, palms are facing each other. Think about your shoulders. We're not going to reach away yet. We're going to let the back of our shoulders here rest on the floor. So really let them spread out. And your arms don't need to be ramrod straight. They can have a little soft bend here. Right. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to take whichever is your longest finger up towards the ceiling. One hand. As you breathe in, bring the shoulder on that side down. As my right side, this side is waving's going next. And down. Breathe in, this one's different. Breathe out, bring one heel up. Breathe in, take it down. Breathe out, take another heel up, different one. Breathe in, take it down. Breathing out, take both hands straight up. Breathe in, take it down. I think you know what's coming. Breathe out, both heels up. Coming onto your toes. Breathe in, take it down. Shuffle the legs together. Breathe out, take the heels up again, narrower based. Breathe in, take it down. Breathe out, one arm up. Breathe in, take it down. Breathe out, other arm up. Breathe in, take it down. Breathe out, both arms up, both heels up. Oh my goodness. Breathe in, take them both down. Open your arms out and out. And let your legs have a little sway. In fact, let's take them forwards a little and a small gap between the legs. Now let your knees sway, but keep your body, the rest of your body above the waist, on the floor. So you can feel your bottom and your hips moving. But the rest of it staying still. Just want to be in the hips at the moment. And then slide your feet back to where they were. We're going to bend our arms now. I've got my hands in a sort of, sometimes I call it cactus when I'm like this. I don't know what to call this one, but it's cactus and the arms are slightly different way. So it's like my palms are beaming a light to the opposite wall. We're doing a sort of robot arms. Just see how much movement you've got as you lower one forearm and take the other one back. Now this can be quite a weird movement. You might find you've got a really small movement. There just isn't that much rotation going on in your shoulder. You're definitely going to find a point of resistance, but we're all going to be different on this one. So just feel what it's like. Keep breathing and just relaxing into it, not fighting it. That's it. Last one. And let's push those arms up, palms together, and then take them out and then push them up. Out, spreading your shoulders and your forearm to your elbow out, and then pushing them up. And then out and down by your sides. Right, next, let's go for, what have we got next? Yeah, let's do some bridge work. Let's go to a pelvic tilt and up into a bridge. So if you've got anything underneath your head, take it out on now. You want nothing under there. I have to move my ponytail to the side. Right, arms reaching downwards. As if they're trying to creep down to your heels. Take a breath in. That pelvic tilt, pushing your back of your t-shirt down into the mat, rocking back. Now push through your feet, lift your bottom and hips up. As high as you want to go. So it might be this high, it might be this high. You just want to feel that you're lifted at whatever point you're at, and there isn't extra weight and discomfort on your shoulders or your neck. And just hold it there. You might have to squeeze your bottom together. Squeeze the muscles there just to keep yourself up. And then lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae, like you're putting each part of your back down one by one, really nice and slow. Breath in, breath out, rolling back, pushing up, lifting your bottom and hips up. This time we're going to give the bum squeezes. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze and stay. One arm and then the other arm. And if you can stay there, one arm goes up. This time it's going to reach up and down. And then the other one up and down, just like before. And then roll down, nice and slow. We're going up one more time. Breath in. Oh, my light has just turned off. Let me just turn that one back on again. It's been doing this, which makes me feel it's somewhat on the blink. Oh, that's my favourite light. Right, let's go up again. Breath in. Rolling up. This time, going to walk our legs closer to each other. I'm going to go for my legs touching and squeezing together. You go for what's right for you. If they're happier apart, keep them apart. Right, this time, one heel up and down. The other heel up and down. Squeeze your bum this time. Right, both heels up and down. Maybe again, not very high. Up and down. And now take those legs a bit wider. Roll it, roll it, roll it down. Wide arms. Now, our legs are a little bit wider. Feet are closer than they were. This time, there's going to be a bit more room to move as we sway. And a bit more body comes off the mat. Your shoulders stay down. And we're just going from side to side. And then we're going to hold it. Turn the head. I love a head turn on one of these. And back to the middle. And turn the head the other way. Back to the middle. We're going to roll onto our fronts. I promise it's going to be brief. Because I know lots of people, it's not their favourite, but it's good for you. And I'm here to encourage you. So we're going to rest our head on our hands. My legs are long. They're a comfortable distance apart. So it might be like this, like this, like this, whatever's good for you. Get that forehead right on your hands. So it might be that you want to be on both hands. I'm going to sort of make a little gap. So I sort of like I'm on one hand. I felt a bit high there. Right, we're going to take a breath in. And as we breathe out, I want you to reach one leg long, like it's trying to press a button on your skirting board. So it's lifted just a little and long, reaching for that button. And then it comes down. Feels like your leg has been stretched. Breath in. Breath out. That other leg. Make it long first and then lift it a little. And then think of your toes just trying to reach and press like a doorbell on your skirting boards and down. And let's do that again, each side. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Press that button and down. Up, press that button and down. And then give your bum a wiggle, take those legs a bit wider, just eases everything off. Next one's going to be all about the arms. So legs just reaching away nice and long. Head is downwards, could be on a little cushion if you like. I prefer not myself. Arms are going down by the sides. Now the only thing we're lifting are the arms. palms are touching your thighs. Might be that your thumbs are resting on the floor, but they're really reaching down your legs like you've got pockets right down there and you're trying to slide into them. Breath in. As you breathe out, lift one arm up. Little finger leads the way and down. Breath in. Breath out, arm up. Breathing in, bring it down. This time both arms up and down. Keep it going with your breath. Up and down. Those legs are reaching away. Up and down. Up and down. And then bring them back to your head and have another wiggle. Well done. We're going to push ourselves either back and take yourself into this prayer or child position, whichever you like to call it, or if you don't like your knees doing that, roll onto your back and bring your legs into the chest. Just go nice and wide and rock and roll each way. I don't mind which you do. It's just something to ease off that feels comfortable for you. And then we're going to take ourselves to sitting. And sitting in whatever position works for you. If you've got a cushion there, you might sit on that. And let's just take the elbows, circle them back, turn the body. You can even see I'm holding onto my legs to give me a bit more turn. That's it. One more each side. And then let's take our hands out to the side, breath in, scoop up the air, bring your fingers to touch and bring them into your chest. We're done. That time has flown. Give yourselves a clap. Well done. Well done for getting through the lying on your front. I know it's hard, but we do feel the benefit. Our backs love it. I should be back again next week. I'll see you again soon. I'm going to check you all in the comments. Oh, namaste, Irene. Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye.